Which term indicates the direction toward the trunk of the body? Anterior, proximal, superior, or lateral? Proximal. This term describes a position that is closer to the point of attachment or the center of the body. What is the opposite of proximal in anatomical terms? Posterior, superficial, inferior, or distal? Distal. This term describes a position that is farther from the point of attachment or the center of the body. What anatomical term is used to describe the region away from the trunk? Contralateral, distal, medial, or posterior? Distal. This term refers to a position that is further away from the point of attachment. Which term refers to a plane that divides the body into front and back sections? Sagittal, transverse, coronal, or inferior? Coronal. This plane runs vertically and divides the body into anterior and posterior portions. Which term refers to a plane that divides the body into left and right sections? Sagittal, medial, coronal, or transverse? Sagittal. This plane runs vertically from front to back. If it's directly down the midline, it's the mid-sagittal plane. Which term refers to a plane that divides the body into upper and lower sections? Coronal, transverse, lateral, or sagittal? Transverse. This plane runs horizontally, creating superior and inferior sections. If something is described as ventral, what part is it related to? Anterior, cranial, posterior, or caudal? Anterior. Ventral is synonymous with the front or belly side of the body. What is the term for the back of the body? Posterior, lateral, distal, or ventral? Posterior. This term refers to the back or rear aspect of the body. Describe the term ipsilateral in relation to the body. On the same side. This term is used when two structures are located on the same side of the body. Can you name the term that refers to being on opposite sides of the body? Proximal, ipsilateral, contralateral, or bilateral? Contralateral. This term is used when two structures are located on opposite sides. What is the equivalent term for cranial when referring to body structures? Deep, superior, anterior, or caudal? Superior. This term means above or closer to the head. Can you define the term caudal in relation to anatomical positioning? Dorsal, toward the tail, superficial, or medial? Towards the tail. This term means toward the tail in animals, but in humans mean the inferior end of the spine. What is the term for a position closer to the body's midline? Distal, lateral, deep, or medial? Medial. This term describes a structure that is nearer to the imaginary midline that divides the body into equal left and right halves. What is the term for a position farther from the body's midline? Superficial, medial, proximal, or lateral? Lateral. This term describes a structure that is further away from the body's midline. Which plane divides the body at an angle that is not perpendicular or parallel to the main planes? Oblique, transverse, sagittal, or coronal? Oblique. The oblique plane divides the body diagonally and is not aligned with the sagittal, coronal, or transverse planes. Which term describes a position between a more superficial and a deeper structure? Intermediate, contralateral, medial, or ipsilateral? Intermediate. This term is used for something that lies in the middle, between two other structures. The term dorsal is equivalent to which other directional term? Posterior, anterior, superior, or inferior? Posterior. Dorsal refers to the back side of the body, just like posterior. What is another name for the transverse plane? Frontal, median, oblique, or axial? Axial. The transverse plane divides the body into superior and inferior portions. Axial and horizontal are common synonyms used, especially in medical imaging like CT scans. A mid-sagittal plane divides the body into what? Superficial and deep parts, front and back halves, upper and lower halves, or equal left and right halves. Equal left and right halves. The mid prefix specifies that the cut is made perfectly down the midline of the body. What is another name for the transverse plane? Horizontal, frontal, median, or oblique? Horizontal. The transverse plane divides the body into superior and inferior portions and is also commonly called the horizontal plane. The term bilateral refers to structures located where, only on the left side, only on the right side, on both sides of the body, or on the same side of the body. On both sides of the body. This term is used to describe paired structures that are found on both the right and left sides, such as the lungs, kidneys, or eyes.